and
Hi.
welcome to the Breakfast Chew.
Yes. With
I'm
me, Simon.
and me, Marielle. Hello.
Hello.
We're back after like a 5-day weekend, really.
Yeah.
We didn't have
Yeah.
a 5-day weekend,
We take
but
weekends seriously in this
yes,
household.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do. I am totally behind the 4-day, 5-day, 7-day weekend. I just think it shouldn't end. That is
Yeah.
my opinion, and
Mm.
I'm happy with that. Um, I'm really sorry to start on a negative note, but I feel like I have to mention it now because I never remember to mention it when we're not live on this show.
Yeah.
Your chair's really squeaky.
I'm not sure what I can do about this. Maybe it's
I
my
don't
back.
know what you can
Maybe
do
it's
about it.
not my chair at all. It's just my creaking bones,
It's just your
possibly.
back. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe. Um, but yes, I was sorry. I was just going to say yes. On Monday, I had my second jab, so that was one of the many reasons
Way!
why we didn't appear on Monday. But yeah, so yeah, so obviously, if you haven't had your jab yet and you get called up, sort it out. We are definitely pro-vaccination here. So
We are. Go
so,
grab them.
yeah.
It's.
So
Are you just
yeah,
moving around to add to the whole general? Is it like an Atmos thing that you're
yeah,
doing, where you've got
yeah,
squeaky chair moving?
yeah. Yeah, I'll find some drumsticks to beat around, and I'll just make noise. It's just my craving attention all the time. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, it's just you're like one of those actors who just constantly moves so that they're the main focus of
Yeah,
every scene. That's
yeah,
completely you. Yeah,
yeah.
entirely.
So
It's not.
much, so
It's
much.
it's not.
Mm.
Um, cool. So, how are you, Simon? It's been 5 days.
It's been 5 days. Yes, I'm very well. I've been quite busy, which is nice. Been able to get a couple of things done that I haven't. Maybe I don't know whether I've been putting them off or just the fact that I just didn't have time to do them before. But yeah, we did. Was it yesterday? Don't know. No, it was the day before yesterday. I was actually did some writing as a
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, if you run a publishing company, probably however large, you suddenly realise that you don't get a lot of time to do that. You know, the classic thing that you wanted to do in the first place, which was write. So, but I did. We had a script. I did a script for part 2 of Shadow Over In's Mouth. And it's all drawn, and we're going to kickstart it next month. But quite rightly, Lyndon, the letterer, came back and said, I think you're going to need some extra words on these pages, Simon. And I think I did the classic Simon thing where I just wrote the panels and got those down as quickly as possible so I could send it off to be drawn, and then completely forgot to do the words for the pages. But fortunately, I did them.
Linton was on it, and he saw, and
Yeah.
it was fixed.
Yeah,
That's good.
and it's fixed now. So and I did actually have to ask the artist just to change, I think 3 of the pages. So I'm waiting on those to come back, and then we can get. I mean, it's just one thing after another. But yeah, get those ones slightly tweaked, and then we can get it lettered, and then we're all fine. So.
I mean, I have to say, and I would add, because I was actually thinking about that this morning, is as I was brushing my teeth, you think a lot when you're brushing your teeth, don't you?
Yeah.
You've got 2
It's
minutes.
2 minutes of nothing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Really.
2 minutes of just like cleaning. But yes, I was thinking, hats off really to anyone who is managing to do anything creatively anywhere. And also who's managing to do anything creatively while they have a day job, because that's what you're saying there, is that it's almost hard to fit in the writing because there are so many, which is great, but also a challenge, that there are so many things going on. And I mean, I have a day job, and it's really difficult to fit in, to find the time, let alone then the energy and to pick up where you were off and get into that mindset and all of those things. So I just want to say it's really good. It's incredible that any of us are managing to do this at all.
Yeah.
Especially given the wider circumstances, which are still, it's getting better, which is great. And that's true. And it is getting better. And I hope it will continue to get better. But it's still, we're not out of the woods yet. So there's a lot going on. So I think, everyone managing to do something creative or just do something is pretty good right now.
Yeah, very much. Yeah,
challenge.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to find time, find energy, find creativeness to stick something. Just do something, and it's excellent. So
Yeah.
and I remember obviously when I was doing the IT 9 till 5, it was difficult, and this is why we knew that to move the company on, to move Blue Fox on, I had to do it full time.
Yeah.
And whilst whilst that works perfectly well, it does then mean that the writing takes a hit, but that's okay. I've got more than enough submissions coming in from very talented people to keep us going forever. I feel, but
Which is great. That's
this is
really
lovely.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome. That's a nice problem to have, I think.
yeah, very nice. So,
Amazing. And on that note, you were working on something just yesterday, I think, actually,
yeah.
that you have been telling me about. I've not seen this yet, the
Okay.
whole thing, but
Yeah.
this is a teaser of, I think, the actual trailer, but still a teaser of the trailer that will be coming to you soon.
Yeah.
Have
So
you got it ready, or shall I just keep
no,
chatting
that's fine.
away?
No, it is ready. I was just going to say, yeah. So this is the trailer for the Kickstarter for Innsmouth, The Stolen Child, which is a game book. If you're not familiar with game books, basically they're interactive fiction where you go on there and you read like a paragraph, and it then gives you choices at the end of the paragraph, and then to go to different numbered paragraphs. So it's not linear. You can't read it like a book, and you get to battle things and search things and make decisions and be your own, hero of the story. In the Stolen Child, you play a private investigator looking for a stolen child. In Lovecraft's shadowed town of Innsmouth. So it's a new adventure set in the classic thing. So classic.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah, so I'm going to now share my screen, and hopefully this will work seamlessly. And anyway, here we go.
It's a live show. What could go wrong?
Yeah, indeed. Let's do this.
I can see it.
Can you hear it?
It's very quiet.
That's me.
Oh.
Well, back us soon. Don't back us today.
Yes.
There you go. So there you go.
That's incredibly exciting. 600 sections is quite a lot.
This is one of the ones. Another one which I set out to think, okay, I'm just going to write a 400 one because Call of the Bajoli came in at 700 sections in the end, and that's just shed loads. So we did. So I just wanted this to be like maybe a short 400 one, but it never turns out that way, and it creeps and creeps and creeps. So it's 600 sections, and so 600 different things, lots of different ways through it. Only one ending.
But that's extra value.
Absolutely. It's going to be good. Yes,
it looks. I must say, I've seen like the cover. It looks fantastic. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
It's a great premise. Which did you mention the premise? Do you want to mention the premise? Sorry, I might be repeating this.
Oh no. Yeah, so you play a private investigator, and a lady comes to you who used to live in Innsmouth and has a son called Lester who has been kidnapped by the townsfolk of Innsmouth and is being kept somewhere in the town. She has a friend in the town who works at the First National grocery store. These are all key sort of things from the actual story itself, from Lovecraft's story, the store, and we visit quite a few of the areas as well. Obviously, you start off by coming in by boat into the wharf, and then you set out from there with your decisions to make. But we do visit and see some classic things. A lot of the book, I think probably half the book, it takes place in the Gilman House, which is the hotel, which I got pointed out to me recently in a post somewhere that it's called the Gilman House because of Innsmouth men with gills, so it's the Gilman House. So didn't realise that because I don't know. Yeah, but yeah,
it is funny when you get things that are called a thing.
Yeah,
you don't really think about it. Sometimes you do, but if it's obvious, but sometimes you don't really think about. Oh, of course, that name comes from this.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So did that. So you spend a lot of time in the Gilman House. You saw a snippet of it in that trailer. That there's a map that you can find, and kind of help you around at least the bottom floor. But then there's like we've got. I think we've got 3 floors above that, and and you just got to navigate and potentially find the stolen child.
Wow.
So it's
so really
internal
good.
art,
really
internal
good.
art's by Willie Roberts again. There's not lots of internal art, just at the second, mainly because on the Kickstarter we're going to be offering places for people to be in the internal art, because a lot of it is about people. You'll see a lot of the Innsmouth folks in the inside art in the big pages, splash pages. So there's not. So I'm waiting on that really to get more of those done, so we can we get the faces of the people that we can turn into fish folk.
Nice.
Nice. But Willie Roberts is doing that. He's a chap who did Cold of the Pajoli, inside art, and also did our Cloder book, and lots of other stuff that he's done really as well. And yes, and the cover is by R.H. Stewart, who does our Sinners book and our Show Over Innsmouth book. So there's a tie-in. So
another very talented guy.
He really cares about
the
project that he's on, and thus I think that comes through, and people. You're more immersed into it because he's done his homework all the time.
Definitely. I'm actually just going to give him a shout out because you should definitely check out his art. He's doing some really cool things right now that he shares. He shares some really lovely stuff like tarot mashups. They're very cool. I really, really like them. They're incredible stuff. So yes, you should definitely take a look at. Because also, I was having a nose around his website because.
Because you've got his website there, have you? That's cool.
No, I haven't, because that would be really sensible.
I'm on his link tree at the moment.
But yes, if you pop that in the chat, that would be great, because if you look at his website, he's got loads of stuff, and he does lots of. He's very much got his own style. I don't want to take away from that at all. But he does, within that, he does do actually quite a lot of styles. And it's really, he's just very talented. You should definitely check him out. He's very, he's really, really good. And he's very active on Instagram as well. So if you want to, sort of find him that way, definitely do. All of the links to all of his social media is you can find on his website. So just follow the link in the chat, and have a look, and you can have a glimpse of more work by our cover artist for this book. But also, as we say, he's done many things with us, but Sinners predominantly. He's done loads on that as well.
Indeed,
very cool. And on that note, I'm just going to go completely off piste in our conversation, and I'm going to go and grab something for the section of things that Marielle has not, is reading. But watch this space.
Well, it's nice to be with you here solo. I'm not sure what I'm going to. Anyway, hope you're all doing well this morning. We got to chat. Wherever you're watching, please, by all means, just say a hi in the chat. Let us know you're there, and if you've got any questions, just ask away as well. It's not a problem. I hope you're all doing well on this fantastic Thursday morning. Hello, Marielle.
Hello. Welcome back.
Oh.
Live show.
I'm getting pauses on my end of the screen. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Everything's moving for me. You should never do. You should never ever move, sneeze, anything.
Hi, John. Oh, we got John.
Hi, John. I hope you're well this morning. Am I still freezing for you, or can I continue?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay. That's cool. I won't do that again then. That's the entire of the internet going, no.
We just need to, we need to do that thing where we need to plumb you in. We need to plumb your laptop in, I think, and I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
That's what it is.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
So I was just going to, for things Marielle has not read. So this is sort of something Marielle has read, or rather is reading, but is unwritten.
Oh yes.
Now I'm mentioning this because I have read number 1. I've read number 2. I've read number 3. I think I now need to read number 4. Got to. So I haven't read the rest of this series.
Okay.
But I thought I'd just bring it up randomly now because within this series there is an issue that they did do, like a fighting fantasy issue.
It made Simon a very happy man. Yeah. There's a whole issue where you get to go around and choose different, go through the comic, and it's cool. You turn it on its side, and I think you've got like four a page or something like that. But it's very cool. I think because it works out probably about 100 different sections. It very quickly turned into something. So yes, I like that. I thought that was really cool.
It was very cool and really clever. So if you're a comic book reader, but you're not really affiliated with maybe fighting fantasy books, maybe check out Unwritten and you can get a little taster of what they're like. And then definitely check out Simon's book because you'll get a full taster of what that's like.
Hi, Tim.
Good morning, Tim.
From County Durham. Very nice.
Hello, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice weather there.
There's
been a lot of nice weather going around.
It's even sunny here. Even sunny in Scotland.
Sunny here, yes. It was a little dreary yesterday, but we're catching up. So
But I remember when I read Unwritten, it was a case of because it's like a kind of like a Harry Potter thing, but not really like a Harry Potter thing. But it sort of takes it from that. But again, it's a sign that the person who is and should be a work of fiction that the main protagonist's father wrote, then all of a sudden it kind of turns out whether he might be the person or something, isn't it? It's quite odd, but very good, very, very good.
Yeah, it's interesting and it is really good. And I'm delighted that we've spoken about this because I need to continue reading this.
Yeah, I think we've got 7 of them. I think that's probably all of them. I don't know, but I think we should be all right. And I obviously need to reread them because I can't remember. But
is that because there are 7? Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong now.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not even gonna say it out loud. I don't want to make that mistake. Some good locations in Durham for inspiration.
I expect they are. Good.
Yeah, we can do
and what I say, John and Tim, what are your favourite comics and stuff like that? What are you reading at the moment? I'll be if you are. And why isn't it Blue Fox Comics?
Anyway. But if you have any recommendations, please do those things. So that's very cool. So when, Simon, are you launching that Kickstarter?
Well, I'm really pleased that you asked me. I believe, and I'm in slight conflict over it, but I think we'll be launching. I was going to launch it alongside the Innsmouth Part 2, which is coming in. Where are we now? July. Thank you, Simon. Frame.
I couldn't help you.
Yes, I was going to do the same thing, but I don't know. Part of me thinks, should I be doing 2 Innsmouth things side by side in the same month? I don't know. So I might push it to August. So I might do that. Do the Shadow over Innsmouth Part 2 in July, because that's all settled in and that's all sort of bedded in. And then for the other one, do that in do the game book in August. Which maybe gives me a bit more time to play test it as well, and us to play test it and make sure it's working.
That sounds good. So we reckon August.
August, I think, probably is the sensible one.
So never mind your summer read. You can just have a summer game book.
Yeah.
From which you can just, get so much more.
So much.
I'm really not helping summer reads and prose writers anywhere. But yeah, I think that would be fun. You could take that to the beach in the UK, maybe.
Okay.
Tim says,
you remind me.
Lovecraft and Tesla comics, very good. Oh, nice.
Right. What I was going to do, mentioning Tesla, is I had that tweet yesterday. So sorry about my very noisy keyboard, everyone. But
noisy keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just a cacophony.
Yeah.
Of life and sound. Wonderful stuff.
We had our first review of Powers Fearful and Divine. Now that's I think that is coming in August. Let me just put that in the chat. So this is the first review we had from the New Instrument, who like our books, which is really nice. And so we've got Powers Fearful and Divine. I'll read it. I don't need to read a bit out, but it's about basically you have Houdini and Lovecraft sort of band together and trying to thwart Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and the spiritualist movement, who have allegedly got this, something powerful, created something powerful. And I'm not too sure because I've not read the other issues yet, but what it is. But yes, so that's going on. So it's kind of like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but with actual people as opposed to just fictional characters. And Tesla's in there as well. So Tesla is on Houdini and Lovecraft's side. So yes, so that's the first review of it. Links in the comments. And also, so that's coming in August on Kickstarter. So that's our sort of August comic Kickstarter. So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've got the game book and the comic at the same time.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. No.
That's what I'm hoping I'll be able to do. We've got 2 different accounts on Kickstarter. Well, we've got 3, and I'm hoping it'll be okay for us to run 2 at a time. But it should do. But I mean, physically, I've got the bandwidth to do it. So it's just whether they allow.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah. Hi, John.
Thank you. Can't wait.
Yes.
Part 2. The game book sounds great too. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much. Good
Yeah. Yeah, the game looks interesting. I mean, it's always good to be able to go into these different places. And when you read the Innsmouth story, obviously you follow Robert into the like the Gilman house, and you're there for quite a bit of the section of the story. But now to actually go into it and be able to search around it, and obviously I've had to make up different places, but from the research that I've done, looking at old hotels and maps and stuff like that, working out what was actually in those hotels at the time. It's very interesting, and just and I think it's good fun. And there's a whole thing in this book about conspicuousness. So basically, you've got to keep your conspicuous score low, and if you don't, then the later it goes, the more noticed you are, but by having the higher conspicuous score, then the more you kind of get attacked. So it changes the outcome or changes the options that you have in the book, but also it attracts more people to get you. Is the crux of it. So the idea is to keep that down. It's not impossible to keep it at 0. I mean, you're always going to be conspicuous to a degree, but yeah, you've got to make sure that the decisions you make are sensible. So.
Okay, that sounds cool. That sounds very cool. Sounds fun. I enjoyed playing the last one. I died a lot. But I enjoyed playing it.
Yes. there's you can die a lot. I think you probably in this one you will die more from the battles than you will from those insta deaths. So yeah, but yes, indeed. I also remember playing in Livingston books. If you were to swing sort of Marielle's camera around in the room, there's a whole shelf full of the green spines of all the books.
I think that's modest. There's more than a whole shelf.
There is actually
a few shelves of these.
Oh, they quite often fall off the shelf, don't they? So
they move. I mean, it's a whole thing in itself. There are monsters in there. They're like the Harry Potter monster book. They just come alive.
Yes, they do.
Every so often.
Yeah. I also had the pleasure of meeting Ian Livingstone because I may have mentioned it before. I co-wrote a film called The Search for Simon. I didn't name the film, and Ian Livingstone had a part in that because he knew the other writer and the director of the film. So yes, Ian Livingstone has a small part in The Search for Simon, and he's a jolly nice chap. I'm sure if you've been to any of the Fighting Fantasy Fests, you just met him there. But anyway, that's cool.
That was a cool moment for you.
Very cool moment. Geeky Simon was very happy.
Little Simon would have been very proud.
Yeah, amazed. But there you go. So yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Well, we probably just have time for you to mention what you've recently read because you've actually read things.
Yeah.
And you read The Department of Truth.
Yes, which is downstairs. I can't show it to you, but here's the Department of Truth. But yeah, so it is by I'm going to say Tinian the Fourth. Yeah, Martin Simon.
I can grab it and upset the internet.
Yeah, grab it for us. Yeah, thank you very much. So yes, I've read The Department of Truth. I mean, I'm sure if you've seen the comics and stuff like that, it's a very well thought of book, and the art's quite interesting. So I think that's all the movement I've got here. I've got you just stopping again slightly, Mario, to let you know. Oh, there we go. There's I can see that. So here it is.
Okay, here we are. Hello. So this is The Department of Truth. What?
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can hear you. Everything's good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So the art inside, it's quite surreal art, and it's all about sort of conspiracy theories and what if the conspiracy theories are true, and the fact that there's a Department of Truth in the US set up just to keep those conspiracy theories at bay, because if they didn't, the collective belief of people will actually change the fabric of the world, and these conspiracy theories would start to become the actual truth. So it's very good, obviously, and I just liked it. I thought it was good. You're never too sure because obviously you have different tastes, but it's nice. It flows well. The pacing's good, and looking forward to the next one, I think, which is either out or coming out soon. So yes, I thoroughly recommend Department of Truth. I'm one of the list of many people who recommend it for you. But yeah, so definitely, if you have time and you have this the disposable income to afford it, then grab it, or grab it on digitally. Either way will do. So yeah, thoroughly recommend.
I will add it to the ever-growing pile of things that Marielle hasn't read yet, but is going to.
But it's going to. That's really good.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad it has got lots of good reviews, good traction online. Lots of people like it. So yeah. So definitely want to check out.
I was just going to. Can I just mention one thing? I had a lovely Outlook messages which goes, "Hey, you're supposed to be doing something," and I panicked because that's what you do. But no, it just tells me that in 15 hours, no less. I'm not sure whether that's a choice, my notification choice or not, or just Outlook knows me very well. But in 15 hours, Cloud Comic Con is starting. But basically, it means tomorrow, Cloud Comic Con is starting, which is we are sponsoring Cloud Comic Con. Just trying to see if I can find Cloud Comic Con. We are sponsoring it. It's our first thing that we've sponsored, convention that we've sponsored. Let me just find the page. Here we go. Here's the Twitter page if nothing else. Or is it, Simon? I don't know. Sometimes I feel I should. Right, here it is.
Plan? What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Oh, here we go. Via numerous places, I have found the link. There we go. So it's actually under Glasgow Comic Con because that's one of the people where it's who've come together. So 3 different Comic Cons have come together to create Cloud Comic Con. I mean, 3 physical Comic Cons have come together for this year to do it. So I think you see the top. So it's Glasgow Comic Con, ECAF, and Rycon. They're the ones who come together. Got funding. We funded part of it, So you've got you've got Charlie Adlard's there, and you've got other people. I don't know, and other people.
We'll tell you more about it tomorrow when we've planned for this.
Yeah.
But just know that tomorrow it's happening, and you've got the link in the chat. It's Glasgow Comic Con, but it's happening obviously virtually this year for obvious reasons. But go along and check it out. There are lots of people who go along to that one, and who have got involved, and it's exciting. It's exciting that at least we can sort of access our Comic Cons virtually, as we can't all get together just yet.
And you'll see a lovely message from me at the beginning of every panel, because they've got like lots of panels, but the panels are starting from 6 p.m. on both days. So I guess it's after work. So in many ways, that's probably quite a nice thing. But so take a look.
Amazing. Well, that was the Breakfast Chew, and it was very lovely. Thank you very much for joining us, Tim and John. Lovely to talk to you today. Hope we have you. Hope you have a lovely day. I don't know what that's got to do with we and us, but hope you have a great day, and hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and we will get back tomorrow to discuss more things that we have not planned.
Indeed. All right. Thank you very much.
Take care. Stay safe.
See you soon.